This is the spot, this is the spot. Do the rangers come out and shoo people on? Look at that. Just seeing the coppers turn up. Not a bad little spot to stop for some coffee and some porridge. You join me somewhere in the Welsh Valleys on the way to a place called Elan Valley. One of the most beautiful places that Wales has to offer, I think, in my opinion, or from what I've seen online at least anyway. We're about to go and experience it for ourselves this evening. We're going to take our trip into Elan Valley. Might have a quick look down the brook here. There's a little walkway down there by the riverside. Have a little poker head down there while we have our coffee and porridge. But tonight we're going to Elan Valley. I've seen loads of things online about it. I did a cheeky little bit of research before I came, looking at the hotel costs. It's about 130, 140 quid a night. But we ain't spending that tonight. We're going on another bargain adventure tonight. Not going to spend a penny. I've got the bed in the back, I've got the fridge, I've got the cooker, we've got loads of food, cooking up a great meal later on. Stick around for that. I'm not going to tell you what it is just yet. You're going to have to stick around to see. It's probably one of the best meals I think I'm going to cook in this car. I'll mention one word to you. Maple. That's what I'm going to say. Maple. Well, it's all in Welsh. That's a good start. I can always play dumb and say I didn't understand. Yeah, that's completely in Welsh. Let's check out this one over here. See if this one's a bit more English friendly. Oh, there we go. There it is. No overnight parking or camping. You No drones either. I think that answers my question. This is not Brendan Explores friendly. Alrighty. Looks like we've hit the jackpot. Have we hit the Probably not, actually. I think I can see a no overnight parking sign there. Why? Why? Look at this gorgeous spot. Why on earth could you not park here overnight? Thing is this going to be like all the other places with no overnight parking signs, where you can get away with it? No overnight parking, you bugger. At least this car park's free, so we're going to be able to park here and explore and not have to put our hand in our pocket, which is just why I like it. But whether we stay here the night, I don't know. It's definitely worth cooking up some dinner here later on though, because we've got one incredible view looking over the valley. But this has got to be the most frustrating thing about car camping, van life, camper vanning, whatever you want to call it, seeing all these no overnight parking signs up. I kind of understand a little bit that there might have been a couple of people within the van life community that might have spoilt it for certain people, but you can't just tarnish people with the same brush. It seems to be a common thing that happens in this country. One thing bad happens and it gets banned for everybody. It's a real shame. Look at that spot, just underneath the tree there in the corner. That is where I'm going to be cooking my dinner tonight. Is anyone watching parked here for the night? Leave a comment below. Have you visited Elan Valley before? And do you know of a better place to park? I'll put my what 3 words location right now on the bottom left here, or could be the bottom right to you. I don't know. But I'll put the what 3 words on the screen anyway, in case you guys want to visit Elan Valley and not have to pay for parking. I don't think I've ever parked in a more beautiful spot. I say that about everywhere, but I'm being serious. Let me unplug the fridge. Don't have a flat battery. There we go. Right, let me show you. If you think that's nice, look over here. Look at that. This is the spot, this is the spot. I'm definitely cooking dinner up here. We'll see what the activity is like later on. Maybe once the sun starts to go down a little bit. Do the rangers come out and shoo people on? Who knows? Are you gonna think that I'm sleeping in the back of the car? Probably not. And just before we go exploring, I've got something quite interesting to show you guys that I was sent by a company called Joy Tutus. It's actually a sun reflector shade that acts like an umbrella to go in your windshield. So the previous struggles of me trying to keep the car warm in the winter have now flipped on their head because I'm trying to keep it cool now. It's absolutely sweltering in the back here. I'll show you a bit more of a close-up of this. It's basically acts like an umbrella that you push out and it covers your windshield. So you know you get those like reflective kind of covers for your windshield when it's really hot. Well, instead of having to actually find a way to pin it up to your windscreen, it acts as an umbrella. So this should, in theory, push up against the windscreen perfectly. And it wouldn't be me if I wasn't able to wing a free one to give away to you guys. All you have to do is leave a comment below this video, which a lot of you do anyway, and go and follow the Joy Tutus official YouTube channel in the description below. Give them a follow, and at some point in the near future, I'll randomly select a name from the comments. I'll draw it on Instagram, so I'll probably make a video of me doing one of those random selector things that looks at YouTube comments and selects a name. And all you gotta do is hit me up with your address, and I'll get one of these sent to you. It might be something, just a nice little additional accessory for the car to keep in the boot. If it's particularly sunny, if you've got a family with you, you might want to keep the cabin nice and cool for when your kids get back in the car. Right, time to explore Elan Valley. No drones. What's that all about? It's like the most beautiful parts of the UK have these signs about. If there's one place you'd want to fly a drone, it is here. Look at this. That is beautiful. I might try and find someone else who's got a drone. I might just pop my memory card in their drone and see if they can fly it. Someone who's got permission maybe. See what happens. Leave a comment. How much would you pay to camp in a spot like this, just across the road from this beautiful view? Or how much do you think a campsite would charge in a place like this? I'm gonna say 300 quid a night. Well, some of the campsite charges have gone up recently. I priced up a holiday with me and the family to go camping. Nowhere particularly special, somewhere in Shropshire, I won't mention the exact place. Just for a week's camping. I was paying more to go camping for a week than I would in Mallorca in Spain, would you believe? Yeah, crazy. Back in the days when camping used to be £5 a night, £10 if you're using electric. Those days are long gone. The staycation is king. And a lot of the campsites have capitalised on that. It is nice to see, though, that some have kept their prices the same. Unbelievable. I'll tell you something. If I can get away with camping there for the night, I'm going to be well chuffed. And I think down there is the visitor centre, where they use ANPR cameras to recognise your vehicle coming in. Although the parking's cheap enough, £3 all day, or 20 minutes free if you're just stopping for a loo break or a bit of lunch maybe if you're quick. But I don't really fancy my chances down there and getting a letter through the post from the DVLA giving me £100 fine. But you can park down there if you want to, if you need facilities. But if you're self-sufficient, like me and like many other campers, I'd totally recommend that car park where I've parked. You get a much better view of the actual valley and the reservoir going through, whereas down there you just don't really get to see much. You really want to be looking above that. We'll have a little wander back up to the car, chill out for a little bit, take the weight off the feet, then start thinking about cooking dinner in a minute. You really do need to see what I've got for dinner tonight. And for those of you that watched the Adventure Overland video, Van Life Van Gaming made a special appearance in the video and cooked me a recipe of theirs called van potatoes. Well, I'm going to be cooking something similar tonight as an homage to them. If there's anything more interesting along the way, I'll bring you guys back. But if not, we'll chill out the car for a bit and hopefully no one official ponders by and wonders what we're doing. The car looks undisturbed over there. Just see the top peeking up. Nice little stealthy spot that. I think when you're driving on the road, you just about miss seeing the top of my car. We might get away with it. We might just get away with it. What is for dinner tonight? Okay, so let me just mention it to you first, and then we'll go and get it out of the fridge in a minute. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be having some maple glazed pork belly slices. Let me say that again. Maple glazed pork belly slices. The way I'm going to cook it is in the Ridge Monkey, but I'm going to cook the pork belly slices first, and then I'm going to use some foil that I've got in the fridge that's wrapped in some other food, probably the foil that's around the potatoes, just to wrap up the pork belly, put it to the side, let it rest for a little bit, cook up the potatoes and chop them nice and finely. Should take about 20 minutes, I reckon, something like that. Then we'll have a belter for dinner tonight. Right, let's take you to the fridge and show you what we've got for dinner tonight. So, the fridge has been off for a few hours now in the belting heat, but everything is still nice and cold inside there. And that will be the pork belly slices. Big portion for a big boy. I think I've said this no less than about 50 times now, or at least on every single camp I've been on. But this is the best place I've cooked dinner yet. Like, it really, really is. Look at this. Where do you get views like that? Oh my goodness. They're not even cooked yet and I'm already salivating. Look at them! Christ! We're not going hungry tonight, ladies and gents. Let's close that up. Light sprinkle of garlic. Bit of paprika. We can add a little bit more into it once it's in the pan. The peri-peri. Okay. That's the potato seasoned. Look at that. Nice bit of maple char. All that maple glaze. I better not, Look at that. It's definitely a lion's portion. That's a meal in itself, that is. Let's get these back in. Give them a blast. I'm so happy. That is one silly portion size. Absolutely mental. Van potatoes, cheesy van potatoes with chorizo, garlic, salt and pepper, peri-peri spice. Let's give it a go. As Peter Kay would say, that's a taste sensation. That is perfectly cooked pork. That is gorgeous. That's one of the best meals I've had in a long time. Car or no car, that is absolutely epic. I'm going to sit down and enjoy the rest of this. Look at that amazing view. I'll join you guys back in a sec. Well, it's 9 o'clock. It's still light outside. And I think I'm going to turn in for the night. Just seeing the coppers turn up. Might be a good time right now to get away, because all the beds set up in the back here. Obviously not supposed to camp overnight. I'm not quite sure if they've got the power to issue fines, but we're not going to risk it. That was a really close call. Just as I was leaving the car park, that copper just started going up to people and asking them questions, asking how long they'd been there for. Didn't collar me, thank God for that, and didn't look in the back of the car. And we are well away from the car park now. So I will call that a massive success. Would I come back here again given the police presence? Probably not. I'm glad I woke up early this morning, let's just say that.